Alrighty then, welcome back everyone. I was looking through my oracles last night so I could pick a deck that would really represent my favorite in that it was similar to yesterday's video, the one oracle that's going to give me that warm, fuzzy, inviting feeling that I want to pick it up. And so going through those oracles, as I say, I settled on my favorite being the Field Guide to Garden Dragons. Now you can see there who the artwork is by and who it's written by. And this deck I came into a few years ago. I don't know why I wanted it, but I did, and it's put out by US Games. Now I think what drew me to it once I started working with it in the little booklet was the humor. I really liked that. And you can see that it was written by Arwen, so she has a great sense of humor. And the artwork is amusing, and they just go so well together. So I've been making notes every time I pick it up and play with it. And some dragons talk more than others. But again, I was looking for something playful. And this deck is playful. I believe it came out in 2019. But this is a different perspective for me too, because I've just started in the last bit pairing things together. And I found that picking one dragon, like you would for an oracle, just one card for the day, and working with it was fine. But I decided last night I wanted to take it a little bit deeper, and didn't I find on the shelf that about the same time I purchased this one, Enchanted Blossoms, with 44 cards, with art and writings by Carla Morrell. Now, as soon as I brought them together, there was a different conversation going on than normal. And I was starting to read the words and they came together as sentences. So with this pepper dragon here, it talks about versatility. Now look at the colors in there. Again, I'm gravitating to the richness there. And you can certainly bring in the language of flowers into the groupings. But this one's saying versatility, and then this one plopped down right beside it. And with what? Beginnings. So to be versatile with things that I'm starting. And that really intrigued me because I could put 6 cards down like you're seeing here. And we've got beginnings, spirituality, and hope. So there's something I could be starting based on a spiritual practice and to be hopeful for that to succeed. Now this little guy here, it has some more words. And I'm looking through hawthorn and black veined white would be the little dragon, I believe. And look at the black veins on the wings. And then the hawthorn blossoms. So as I said again, I like the sentences. So versatility with what? With growth. And this growth is to look past things that maybe aren't clear, that there's a little bit of illusion. And when you've got the mushroom, depending on what type of mushroom it is, there is that illusion. And I just thought, well, we could have some fun with that. So I'm going to take some more of these cards from each of the decks, and let's see what comes up. So I'm going to put down renewal. And the next one is artichoke dragon. And the next one is the tea dragon. And then we'll put a different one underneath it. So we'll start here. And this one talks about luck. So you really could play with this for quite a while and develop sentences. So instead of doing the typical flip through for you to show you my favorite deck, I thought this would be much more interesting. So this one talks about renewal. This one is guarded. And this one is to relax. So you got to let your mind play with that. You let your intuition run. There's something maybe that I need to restart, renew an interest in, and maybe not talk about it too much. Keep it to myself and learn to relax with that process, going inward again. And then if I paired it with this, the renewal could be quite lucky. And the guardedness might be with a friend. So don't share everything just yet with that friend. And then to relax, and the card here is love. And when you're in that mode of love, you're opening up to something. And it's with the flower of lilac, or lilac, however anybody pronounces that. And let's just take a peek at that one. Love, lilac. And the veined J is the dragon in there. So 2 dragon decks, I didn't know, paired so well together. And so if I look at the card on top again, relax and open up and feel that passion again. Whatever it is that is going to be driving me forward, to just open to the process and bring that passion and love back to it. And then we'll try one more. So we got the dragon fruit dragon, which is neat because I just had a cup of dragon fruit tea, an herbal tea. This one is the avocado dragon for patience. And then we have the cantaloupe dragon. And that one talks about realigning. So then if we go back to the Enchanted Blossom deck, and we put that under here, that talks about dreams. And then we have beauty. Okay. And then we have bravery. Okay, and it's nice with that one because that has oak leaves that are supporting that dragon. And that is the purple hair streak dragon. So you've got the acorn nuts here for replenishing and starting over and being brave. Okay, so let's see what kind of sentences we get there. All right, so this one says defense with dreams. Okay, so it's like the 7 of Wands, I guess, where, you have a passion, you have an idea. Other people may not be on board, but you have to fight for that dream. Stand your ground. And here we have patience with beauty. And beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So what I find beautiful, others may not, but to have patience, and maybe then they'll be attracted to it as well. And then the last one is to realign with the cantaloupe dragon. Push him up a little bit so you can see that. And to be brave. Gosh, I really like this system. And it doesn't take a lot of room on the table. It takes a little bit to get it all in the video. But I like the pairing. And then I wanted to take it a little bit further, because, it's never enough, is it? And to put the dragons with a tarot deck. Could I do that? Could I combine this energy of the dragons? And what tarot deck would it pair well with? Well, I'll put a few out and let you decide and try to find out, a little play here visually, what deck I'm using. Okay, there's the back for that deck. And yes, it is the Hush Tarot. That's this one here. Now, I don't know what you think about that. I don't mind those two energies together. So then I would maybe not go to the words so much, but you do have that sense of defense here. And against what? Well, you've got the, they look like swords to me. This is a deck I haven't played with that much. And so that feeling of, I guess, being almost attacked. And if those are wands, that goes nicely with that. Okay, so I got to play with this deck a little bit more. And there's all the images in here. Wow, I like that. Beautiful image. Now that's a Two of Pentacles, I believe. And Patience again. Wonderful pairing. Okay, and then this one, there's another little pentacle above there, and that's the 9. Yeah, I've seen this image a lot with the bird with the 9 of Wands, and that is another card of patience, as well as that sense of loneliness sometimes when you're working on something and trying to perfect it. I can see myself using the Hush Tarot with the dragon if I wanted to do a combination. So I'm going to take these away and pair it with another one here. I don't know if it's going to work. My idea was dragons and medieval times. So let's just put a few down here. See if you can visually recognize this deck. I think the colors are okay with it. This is the backs. And that deck is the Avalon Tarot. Let's take a peek at it. So you got 7 of Swords here, and this is something that's going on behind the scenes for me. Generally, whenever I see this card, there's a lot of emotion and that feeling of support. This looks like someone who's a religious figure offering support to this other person here. So the 7 of Swords, and paired with the Dragon Fruit, Defense. Okay, so that talks to me about, with the swords, that there might be some thoughts going through the head in abundance and taking it internally when really if we shared it with someone else, but that goes against what was said earlier, to keep it to yourself. Maybe this is a card of faith in your ideas and running with those ideas. And 7 is always a challenge in my numerology. So be a little bit defensive during a challenge. And then we've got Patience with another 7, the 7 of Coins. And those two pair well together. If you think of the tarot decks with the 7 of Coins and the person who's been working by this bush and all those coins are there, it takes a lot of patience for something to grow. That's pairing well together, message-wise for me. And the last one here with the realign, because of the Cantaloupe Dragon, we have another sword, and this is the King. So this King, to me, when you've got the King of Swords, he's after clarity, he's after truth. He doesn't always have the patience as people try to explain things. That one I would have to think about a little bit because we've got realign with the King of Swords. Realign, I guess, your beliefs. Isn't this fun? I got one more, guys. One more I want to try. So that was the Avalon Tarot. This one, because the deck is so fun, and the realization that I was looking for a deck that was fun, warm, and inviting, I'm going to try this other one here and see, because the colors are good. It has a sort of nature element. And this is what the backs look like. And it is another fun deck, and that is the Fairy Tarot. So let's take a look at that one. So we need to be defensive with what? This looks like the Fool to me. Whatever risks that we're willing and adventures to go on at this time. Something's pulling us back, but at the same time, we may be marched to a different drum than everyone else, and we want to move forward. Okay, have patience with, this is a 3. That looks like a sword, but I'm not sure what card that one goes to. Let's just pause for a second. Interesting, because I saw the sword and I thought Queen of Swords. And then I saw the bird on the hand and I thought 9 of Coins. But it's a 3. So this is, in their little book, the Empress, I believe. So she is the consort of the fairy sovereign. And she embodies the vitality of her people. She's always ready for action. And she's willing to help her neighbors and to be comprehensive to them. Ooh, lots of people look for her beneficial influence of her intelligence. So be patient with your ideas and how you share them and nurture them, because she is the Empress. Okay, and then the last one is these 4 of acorns. And a cute little picture there. I get the feeling of nesting and celebration of nesting with that one. And that one is to realign. So I guess celebrating the gifts that come along and then being able to celebrate it with others. And surrounding yourself, I guess, with people that support you, like-minded, and celebrate that. So you can see I've had a lot of fun with this. I'm not sure which tarot deck I like. I kind of gravitate to the energy in this one. It's not as serious as the Avalon Tarot. But the Hush Tarot was nice too. So I'm going to say, if anybody wants to chime in and tell me which deck pairing that I've put out here that they found most visually attractive as well as informative, let me know, because this kept me up last night, these little dragons. I had my dragon tea this morning and I still don't feel like I've calmed down. That fire energy is running through me. They're running amok. So as I say, let me know if you have an oracle too that you find fun, that you gravitate to, and you get that warm feeling from, because I certainly get this warm feeling when I pick up these dragons. And again, my favorite is the Field Guide to Garden Dragons. I think it's well done, and it has a great sense of playfulness. Everybody, have a fabulous day.